Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here in this amazing Daniel Island home with a very large group of people. And they have done an amazing job on this home, this remodel. And so we're here to talk to them about kind of their participation and the collaboration that has gone on with all of them. So I first want to talk to Bob of Robert Morgan Fine Homes. Bob, how are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing great. Tell us kind of some backstory on this home, so then we can talk to the rest of them about their participation.
Well, this home was originally started in probably 2004, and it sat vacant for, actually maybe 2006, excuse me, and it sat vacant for 4 years, and then we were brought in by the current owners to remodel it, to do a total renovation. It was Tuscany style inside, so they didn't want that, so we ripped most everything out of the inside and started over. And so we went from there, and you see what you have here now. So,
not Tuscan. Traditional style.
Yes.
Okay. And tell us about one big challenge that you faced in remodeling this home.
Well, we're custom home builders that our expertise is dealing with people out of state. But in this case, we did have out-of-state owners from San Francisco, but at some point about the middle of the way through, they decided not to move here. So we had an additional challenge of dealing with this house and bringing everything together without an owner actually moving here and kind of completing it as they wanted us to, would be right for this locale. So that's what we did. My wife, Catherine, was very instrumental in that as well.
Now, Catherine, obviously you chose a lot of the features in this home based on sending emails and kind of trying to get feedback from a homeowner. Can you talk a little bit about that process?
Well, Laura just said, Catherine, I like your style. I want you to finish the house. You know what I like, so I would take photographs of certain marbles, granite, and stuff like that, and email it to her. That how do you like this? Is this the color? Am I going in the right direction? She emailed me back, said yes, keep going. And I used a lot of her paint colors that she originally chose, hoping that maybe she might change her mind. And when she came to see the house that was completed, she goes, well, yeah, this is something I can live with. Mm-hmm. And backsplash, plumbing fixtures, yeah, all the countertops especially, it was my treat to do. That's the most fun, picking out countertops. And fireplace surrounds as well.
So now, as Robert Morgan Fine Homes, you work with a lot of people in the Low Country, and you've kind of gathered together a team of people that you trust. So I want to get to talking to them. Can you tell us exactly how long you've been in business and why you've chosen the people that you decided to work with?
We've been in business 38 years. I'm dating myself.
You look not a day older than 40.
Well, you're sweet. We've been in business 38 years. We're from Charlotte, and we've been in the Charleston area for about 10 or 11 years now. But when we first came down here, I had a good team up in Charlotte. But when we came down here, you have to go through different subs. But it takes a couple years to get through that. But now we do have a good team. These people are here.
So, Robert, how did you come to find these subs that have been so reliable for you?
Well, it's like any builder. You go through a certain number before you get the right group. And we have the right group now. I try to keep one or two subs maybe in each field, but these people that you see here, in their category, that's who I use. I pretty much rely on them. I'm a very loyal person. If they do us right, we'll do them right too. So they're priced, they're always going to be price competitive, I feel, so we're going to stick with them. And it's very important for a builder to have good subs, because that's his backbone. Right. If he doesn't have the good subs, then the product won't turn out like we envision and like our homeowner envisions.
Okay, well, I want to take a moment to kind of introduce everyone. We have Diane from Rick's Lighting.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing well. And we have Steele from Circle Lighting.
Hi, how are you?
And we have Paul from Aquablue, as his shirt says. And,
thanks for having me.
Jessica from, pardon me, sorry, I'm just going to scooch in here, from Molops.
Hello.
And finally, we have Chuck from Connect Tech. Chuck, how are you doing?
Good, good.
Okay, so we'll just start from this end and kind of work our way back. Chuck, tell me, what kind of challenge did you have taking on this home?
Oh, well, this home was started by another company, and there was an enormous amount of wire. We kind of went back through, and it was maybe 20, 25 miles of wire.
Miles, you said?
Yeah. There's a lighting control system that's very comprehensive. Basically, every switch in the house is controlled through touch panels, which then in turn can be controlled remotely through your phone or your iPads, through your television, remote controls, all of that stuff. So bringing that all together, it was probably 3-4 weeks of just discovery and discovering where certain wires ran and were supposed to go and maybe didn't end up. So just identifying those issues and being able to bring it together and then move forward.
This house was actually half finished when you kind of took over, right? So whoever had been doing the work had stopped halfway through. So that's kind of what you had to deal with, right?
Yes, very true, yeah. So, yeah, there was kind of like what I was saying. You would find, okay, well, this is where this is supposed to go, but we don't see the other end of it,
right. So it's not that the person before you just didn't know what they were doing necessarily, it just wasn't a complete job.
Right. The story.
And maybe some incompetence, but anyway.
Right. Yeah, it was, the previous group was it was time to stop work on the house when, things happened, so.
Okay. And Jessica, moving on here. Jessica, can you tell me a little bit about the fixtures that were chosen? Because Mollif's focuses on plumbing, right, in this home. It was mainly plumbing that you guys were involved with. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. The homeowner, Laura, she had a very distinct style, and as you can see, everything's pretty traditional. She did mix up the finishes here and there. There's a lot of polished nickel and oil rub bronze in the house. She also had a very clear vision for what she wanted the master bathroom to look like, and so that was finished. I mean, it was tiled. There was a different tub in there and everything, and we took all of that out and went down to the studs and started back over. So it was fun, but and Catherine has a really good eye for plumbing too. So once Laura kind of backed out of it, Catherine was a big help to finish the project.
Now, I actually heard that the tub that was in the master bathroom was $17,000 and it was removed. Is that right?
That is correct. It was a stone, freestanding, hand-carved stone tub. And when we were discussing how it was looking very Tuscan, that wasn't the way she wanted to go. So the tub was removed and donated, and she went back with a more traditional freestanding style tub.
And what's the brand of a lot of the fixtures in here?
There's a lot of high-end fixtures in here. There's a lot of Roll and Kohler and Toto and a lot of Roll. Would you say that Mollif's focuses mainly on high-end fixtures, or would you say you have a range of fixtures to offer people? Yeah, we definitely can run the whole gamut. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, thank you so much, Jessica. Okay, Paul, scoot up here. Alrighty. All right. So I've been in the backyard, and it's pretty amazing. Just from my kind of eye, and I don't have much of an eye, it looks like a bigger pool than normal, right?
Yeah, kind of like everything in the house. The pool's
Bigger.
sort of grandiose, right? It's larger than your typical backyard pool. It's sitting on a block wall foundation, so it's elevated to make it sort of part of the home, which is an attractive feature for a lot of people these days. I think it's 18 by 36, and it does have 35 foot of a negative edge. That's the spillover. Right. And actually, the catch basin is just like a little small pool. It's about 4 foot wide. Mm-hmm. The spa is a little bit bigger than what's typical. It's got extra hydrotherapy jets, an extra booster pump, so the spa kind of rocks and rolls, if you like it to. There's a big 8-foot granite spillway, so when the spa fills up, it spills over into the pool, and the water cascades into the pool and then cascades over the negative edge. Mm-hmm. And we were also lucky enough to install the deck, and it's got a natural stone travertine deck, a 4-piece called a Versailles pattern. Okay. And everything about it's high-end, and I was lucky enough to be able to pick the finishes myself, so I'm proud of that. And it kind of, if we were out there, you could see it sort of matches the water out there.
Now, your Aqua Blue has done a lot of kind of high-end pools. You guys were actually involved in the HGTV Dream Home, am I
I
right?
heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was my.
You heard about that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. Well, so congratulations. So this is kind of no big deal to you that you do custom pools all the time, right?
No big deal at all.
Yeah.
Just a walk in the park.
Now this pool is what, like 4 times the size as the HGTV Dream Home pool?
Probably, yeah. On that scale, I think it's about, 4 of the Dream Home pools could probably fit in that pool. So.
Okay. Well, I did want to talk to Chuck actually about the pool scenario too. You actually installed an alarm system for if the children run out and they may fall in the pool, the parents inside would be able to hear an alarm?
Right, yeah. So anytime any of the access doors to the back deck or pool area are opened, then, an alarm will go off so that you can hear it.
And that's standard practice now, is that right?
It is. It's part of building code, and it's required before a certificate of occupancy can be issued.
Great. Well, thank you so much. All right, Steele, we're on to you. So behind us actually is a pretty amazing light fixture that you guys provided. Would you call that a sconce or a chandelier, mini chandelier? Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So is that typically the style that Circa has, or?
Yeah, we do mainly traditional and transitional. It gets a little more edge and a little more contemporary with that polished nickel finish, but typically throughout the house you'll see a lot of brass and some bronze sconces as well.
Yeah, mainly Circa provided a lot of sconces. Is that because it's traditional, mainly people choose sconces, or?
It just depends on what the homeowner wants. I guess when they did the electrical plan, they had planned out for different sconces, and since this is more of a traditional home, it kind of went that way.
And of course, you work with Catherine directly in choosing every fixture. You came to the house, is that right?
I didn't. I think Catherine kind of had an idea of what she wanted and came to the showroom and selected that way.
She's got a good eye.
Great eye. She does.
She's easy to work with. I'll call her and tell her what I'm looking for. I said, find me something. And then she'll send me an email. Does this work? Sure.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah.
So how long have you worked for Circa?
3 years.
So you know the products inside
Yes.
and out.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. And is this the first or one of many projects?
One of many projects that we've worked together on. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about the lighting situation in the home?
I'm looking forward to hopefully the new owners when they purchase the house coming in and getting all the big decorative chandelier pieces. So.
Because the entryway is bare right now,
Yeah,
right?
in the dining room, and there's a spot right here too. So looking forward to that.
Well, I'm sure they'll choose you guys. Great. Well, pardon me.
Sure.
Okay, Diane. Last but definitely not least. Okay. So you are also involved in the lighting in the home, right? But in a different kind of position. Okay. Can you talk a little bit about your involvement?
Yeah, like I said, we started from the skeleton, as you would. I work a lot with Dennis, their job supervisor, on this, that I come in before the walls go up. We lay out where the cans were going to go, the best optimal lighting for each room. Picking out the under cabinet lighting, as we were talking about earlier, being the new LED. Again, making sure that they would work with the 25 miles of wiring that we had, because I had to know what was low voltage and what was line voltage, and it became a bit of a challenge at first, and Dennis and I were knocking heads back there, but no, you can't use that. But we ironed it all out and worked it out, and with Catherine as our guide, as always, it all come together.
So you have cans. You mentioned to me earlier it was like
There
over
are
100.
100 plus cans in this house. Yeah.
And then,
well lit.
yes, everyone can see at all times. And LED
LED under cabinet lighting. There are also some LEDs in the bathrooms over the showers and tubs.
Okay.
So we try to utilize it wherever we can to help the efficiency of the electrical.
But Rick's Lighting doesn't only focus on these types of,
No,
because you have chandeliers and whatnot
we
as well.
also do bathroom fixtures, chandeliers, ceiling fans. We did the gas lanterns on the front. Catherine picked them out, and between she and I, we sized them out and then did the matching electrical on the garage. So
Rick's Lighting has been in business for years.
28 years, individually owned by Rick Mappus. So, and it's been an honor to work for him for the last 9 years.
That's Fantastic. Do you have anything else to add about the project, things you want to say that we might have missed in talking to everyone?
Well, I want the public to notice the floors.
Yes.
Because this is probably the most dominant thing about the house. To me, they were in terrible shape when we first started. But they're mahogany, varying widths, but they're from 12 inches probably up to even 16 inches. But you can notice that there's a gap between each one, so we had to get just the right caulking to match the floors and the right stain to pull it off, because it had a reddish tint to it, and the owners did not want anything red in the house. So, but the floors, if you can get a view of those, they're outstanding. They're some of the prettiest floors I've ever seen, ever dealt with.
You know what I appreciate about this whole project is it seems, you kind of were posed with these problems, each one of you, and you came together with a solution. And I mean, I think anyone buying the house, because this house is actually on the market, isn't it? Would appreciate that. And I'm sure, who is it in California? What's her name? Laura. Yeah, I mean, from being so far away, I'm sure she appreciated the hard work that everyone put in. And now I want to give everyone the opportunity to say your website and phone number, so we're just kind of going to go on down the line so that if anyone wants to contact you, they'll know how. So this is kind of going to be a process here. Now, Bob of Robert Morgan Fine Homes.
Robert Morgan Fine Homes.
And what's your website?
www.robertmorganfinehomes.com.
Well, that's easy to remember.
Phone number is 843-200-1230.
And Diane of Rick's Lighting, what's your website address?
rickslighting.com, one word, no apostrophe. My personal is Diane, 2 N's, at rickslighting.com. Our phone number is 843-763-2282.
Great. Okay. And Steel, Circulating.
Circulating.com and Steel, STEELE at circulating.com and 843-937-5990.
Fantastic. Okay. Paul?
Mine's easy. It's aquabluepools.net. Okay.
Net.
And 767 pool.
Pool. Got it. Okay.
Thank you.
It's
Jessica?
really easy, molofts.com, and it's 843-723-4881.
And Chuck?
It's connect-tech.
He's got the dash in
I
there.
got the dash, and then the tech with no H. Okay. So it's just TEC.com, connect-tech.com.
Do you want people to go to your website?
I repeat that quite often, yes.
Connect-tech.com. Awesome.
Phone number, yeah. This will be a lot easier, yeah. 843-564-1551.
Great. Well, thank you all so much. This has been a treat to walk through and see your hard work. So, all right, we've been speaking with everyone here in this Daniel Island home, and Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design.